Welcome to Pop Rock Radio. How you going, Gav?
Yeah, really great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, anytime. I'm just going to adjust the audio levels because I'm blowing everyone's eardrums out, and I'll crack yours up a bit. Yeah. So you got a new single out. Sorry, I'm
I
looking.
do.
I'm looking this way. I've got to. I do it to myself every time. I have the camera over here, the screen over there, my notes in front of me, and I never look at the person I'm supposed to. So I'm just going to.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. It's
Yeah.
one of those rare occasions where, well, I work best when I'm just doing one thing,
Yeah.
which is talking to you. You've got to do many things, and I empathise for you.
That's all right. We practice and practice. But how's the new single going for you? Sideswiped.
Yeah, really good. It's been exciting to get to the point where we're able to share it
Yep.
with the world, and it's been a long time coming, particularly this song. We've got a great team, that are helping me sort of to support the single.
Yep.
Great musicians, great engineers, and producers and so forth that help create it. So we're in a really good place.
Yeah. Yeah. It took a while to come about, didn't it? It was like you first wrote it and demoed it when you were like 16 or something. Was that correct?
Right. So this is one of my oldest songs.
Yeah.
Maybe not my oldest, but certainly one of the early songs that I wrote. And I did this little bit of an exercise during COVID where I dug out songs that I'd written over my journey and that had not realised the light of day as in
Yep.
commercial release. And this was one that really stood out. And it was written by a very young man without a lot of life experience.
Yep.
About a day where everything goes pear shaped.
Yeah.
And I guess I picked it up again, looked at it, and I thought this feels half done. And maybe it's the extra life experience and all of the other days that I've experienced between now and then where everything went sideways that gave me enough of an impetus to really finish what I'd started. So I feel like it tells a whole story of calamity now rather than just a little bit of it.
Yep. It's none of the events, are they? Hopefully they're not based on actual events, are they?
No. Look, it's some of my songs are really personal and personal narratives and so forth. This one was really just a bit of fun.
Yep.
And it's fictional. So and it's funny, like now, these years later, and when I was trying to describe it for the release, I was like, oh, it's a little bit like a Quentin Tarantino movie where, like Pulp Fiction or something, where things just go from bad to worse. And so I was like, oh, that's good. It's a good analogy.
Well, normally that's how it happens in real life when you just start and everything just snowballs. It's like, it's got to give up.
Yeah. When you get out of bed, it's the old, get out of bed on the wrong side, and for the rest of the day, wishing that you didn't get up at all.
Yep. But this is track number 4. You released 3 last year.
Yep. So I kind of just, I got the wheels turning last year after a long hiatus, and that was, a big achievement in itself to kind of, get my music recorded and into a position where I was able to kind of start to release. And so I think my first release was like March, and then July, and then September, and that was great. I got some really great streams on those tracks, which I was really proud of, and I feel like it sort of dusted off the cobwebs and got me in kind of a good shape in order to hit the ground with what now is a sequence of tracks leading up to an album in September.
Yeah, because from reading your bio, you've worked with some really big names. Like you've worked with, is it here? Where are we? I've got to find me notes. Nickelback, Queens of the Stone Age, Linda Vicker Bull, Alex Lloyd. Was that before your hiatus or after your hiatus?
So, with those big American artists, I've had the pleasure of working on both sides of the music fence as an artist and performer and a songwriter, and I spent some time working in the music on the business side of the music business in marketing and PR, and I did. So I worked with at a record label where I did A&R and then publicity and promotion and stuff like that for Slipknot. Like we launched Slipknot in Australia, and Nickelback when they launched, which people have got divided over that artist these days, but and really early Queens of the Stone Age stuff.
Yeah.
So I had the opportunity to work on those guys in a marketing capacity. And the other Australian artists, before my hiatus, I had the opportunity to write or record with and things like that. So so I've had like the opportunity to get amongst some really talented artists and either learn from them or learn something from them, which hopefully I've dropped forward.
Because you started off really young at 16. You were like, is it Sony's youngest ever artist in Australia, signed in Australia?
Yeah, at the time, I was on a TV talent show called Star Search back in the day, and before reality TV as we know it, and I got spied by Dennis Hanlon and A&R guy John Watson, who later went on to leave Sony to manage Silverchair, and they gave me a few bucks to record some demos of my own music, which I did, and on the basis of those, signed me. Which at the time I was, I think, in year 10. And the long of the short story is, I had the option to, the choice to either pursue that course or to finish school, and I finished school. When I look back in retrospect, maybe I wouldn't have finished school. Maybe I would have pursued that course. But I've had the opportunity to do lots with music and work and life as a result. So I probably wouldn't give any back.
What would be your best memory or your best experience?
Best experience of that time?
Yeah.
Or when?
On your music journey, through your music journey,
I wrote with Alex Lloyd when I was, I think I was 19, around that age, and he was incredible. Did
you say you were amazing?
He didn't say that. I think I might have said that to him. He was incredible, really talented, brilliant singer, and that was a special little memory where I got the opportunity to go and hang out with him for a day and see his world and get to experience what it was like to write with him. Who he's a writer that I kind of really rate.
Yeah. So when you sit down to write, do you have any rituals you go through, or do you just sit down and just start writing?
I like to do 15 minutes of breath work. No, I mean, it's really like, when inspiration strikes, right?
Yeah.
I don't plan writing.
Yeah.
It's often when I'm driving in the car or walking to the train station or, on the train. When you're doing things that aren't about writing, it's just biding the time that inspiration tends to strike. And I more often these days use my little dictaphone on my phone and record ideas and then come back and bring them to life, unless I'm around my guitar and you have the opportunity to just sit down and kind of go. But songs will come quickly, or songs will be like a kernel of an idea that you have to craft over time. There's not really a one way that it happens for me.
You're just saying that ideas come to you on the train, and you have like your dictaphone. Have you ever had to crack open your dictaphone and sing into it while you're on the train?
Well, I've done it all. Yep, I've sung. I wouldn't say in meetings, in elevators, into my phone. In the office at work, in cabs. You name it. Like when I listen back to song ideas on my voice memos, there's all sorts of background noise.
Yeah.
Probably most places.
Talking of background noises, you might hear the dogs snoring because it's rain, and it's buggering down with rain here, and so the boys have come in, and every time there's a noise for the wind, one of them will start up, and so if you hear them going, just ignore them.
No, I can't hear them, but I trust you that they are indeed snoring. I think my dog's snoring too upstairs somewhere because it's wet. Yeah,
it's wet here, and they're sitting in front of the heater. They're loving it. So, hey, I've got a bit of a segment where we get to know. So this one's get to know Gavin a bit more, and it's 10 questions basically that no other normal adult would ever ask you in a conversation, and it's
good.
It's just so that we get to know you a bit more. Are you happy, ready to go?
Yep.
Cool. If you were a car, what car would you be?
Well, I mean, I should say a 57 Chevy.
Yep.
Yeah, 57 Chevy convertible, and that's because I do love a convertible and I do
Yep.
love classic cars.
Yep.
So without a doubt, and that's convenient given the
Yeah.
song.
We had Anthea Basher on a interview once, and she turned around and said she was like a Jeep, good looking but unreliable. Like,
I'm like, yeah. Well, I mean, if you're looking for an analogy, I'm like, I cruise, I don't go fast, and I'm classic. I'm a classic.
Cool. Hey, pick one of these: International Roast or Nescafe Blend 43.
I know a lot of people probably say international roast, but I used to work at the footy in the food and beverage kiosks, and I used to have to go through tubs of it every
Yep.
day. I can't stand the smell, so I have to say the
Blend
other
40.
one.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Who is your favorite cartoon character?
My favorite cartoon character. It's probably hard to go past Homer Simpson.
Yep. No, cool. Without swearing, what is your favorite curse word or phrase?
Well, the one that we laugh about at the moment is I can't even remember it. No, I don't know. What's my favorite? God damn, not sure.
There's one there, right there. Hey,
There's one.
your favorite subject at
Very,
school?
my favorite subject at school was probably art.
Yep. Art. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I used to bury myself in that and disappear into the art room over lunch times.
Yeah, sweet. Hey, what was the first album you bought?
First album was a greatest. First album was Timepieces by Eric Clapton, which was a greatest hits.
Oh yeah. Are you Coke or Pepsi?
I'm definitely Coke.
Yep. Macca's or HJ's?
Definitely Macca's.
Yep. What is your go-to snack?
It's not that exciting. It's like Ritz crackers and hummus.
Yep. I was going to show you my big list. I was going to say these are random questions. I had my big pile that I got them out, but I don't know what I've done with my pile. Final question. Fill in the gap. Yeah, fill in the gap. I can't live without something.
I can't live without my girls.
Yep.
My wife and my two girls, Grace and Sophie.
Oh, cool. Yep. Yeah, it's pretty
They
hard.
could do a break from me every now and then.
Yeah. How old are they? They
15, 16.
Oh yeah. Oh, my daughter is. How old is she now? 20. Oh,
yeah.
They're nice and cute when they're young. They're cute when they're young, and when they get older, they yeah.
It doesn't get easier.
No. No. Oh, there's me pile. There's the piles that I had there. So there, 10 random questions.
Are they the pile of other people's answers? Are they?
Pardon?
Are they the pile of other people's answers?
No, they're the other questions. I shuffle them up and just pull 10 out before. So yeah, there's heaps of them in there. Some really doozies and some really boring ones too. I've got to revamp them. So in the future, I see you've got an album coming out pretty soon.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. So this is going to have these 4 tracks on it, the 3 from last year and Sideswiped.
Yeah. So I have these 3, and I think another 6, and the album's called Make You Feel, and it's due out early September.
Yep.
So you'll hear a few more things from me prior to then, as we kind of build momentum to that launch. Yep. And really looking forward to it. I'm also doing a lot of. Go on.
I was going to say, are you doing any shows and build-ups and a big launch?
Yes, I'm doing a show in Melbourne next Saturday night on the 15th of June at Wesleyan, which is awesome and being supported by actually a young girl from Sydney named Elsa Wright.
Yep.
And then the following weekend at the Robin Hood, which is in Waverley near Bronte. It's kind of my local. On So that's Saturday, June the 22nd.
Oh, cool. So just letting everyone know that that QR code on the screen will take you to Gavin Mac's social website. It's your website. So if you want all the socials, we'll have links in the description beneath the video once it's finished. But yeah, that QR code will take you to the website. Do you have a merch store on your website?
No, I don't have a merch store on my website.
Oh.
But I should do. Next job on the list.
Yeah, because we like to tell everyone to go to the websites and buy as much merch as you can. It's a really good way of supporting Australian artists and keeping the music local. But in this case, because you don't have a merch store, got to get the tickets. Got to get the tickets to go to the shows, and then
that's right.
Download and stream the album.
So just through OzTix or through my website gavinmac.com.au. That's MAC. You can get tickets to either show.
Yeah, and if you can't remember the web address, like I said, we'll have the links in the description. We'll share it on our social media. I think we've already got it on the website.
Awesome.
Yeah, we've got an article about your release on there, and it's got. I'm just having a quick look now. Yeah, it's got some tour dates on there, links to your website and everything, so people can get it from the website, Pop Rock Radio as well, and then scan the QR code. So yeah, we'll hit it from every direction.
Right.
So,
yeah, that's fantastic.
No, Tawezi, thank you very much for taking time out of your night, because I know you're over the east, I'm over the west, and there's a bit of a time delay, and it's getting late over there.
I really appreciate you having me on. It's great to catch up and have a chat, and I love what you're doing. So
yeah,
thanks very much for having me.
No, anytime. We don't mind. We love this. Is what we're doing. We've got like Pop Rock Radio, Pop Rock Country. We've launched Pop Rock Indie. We're just pushing out as much music as we can to as many people as we can, because it's important to us. We love it. So we just can't play the music or sing. Don't ever ask us to sing. So we'll just promote everyone else's. So
yeah, we've all got our role to play.
Yeah. Thank you very much for joining us, and yeah, hopefully all good things for you, and the album goes really well in September.
Yeah, awesome. I really appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, Tawezi, take care.
Take care.